this video, we're going to be discussing fish hooks, what they are and how we can prevent them. So fish hooks are when we have this nice curl and then the ends either kind of just stick out straight or they can sometimes kick in another direction. So I'm going to give you an example of a really bad one so you can see. So there's two ways to kind of create them. If I held my hair out against this, so it's supposed to go in this direction, and this is my little clip. If I hold it in the opposite direction, it's going to create a kink here. So, okay, so I'm going to give you a really dramatic example of it. So if I have the ends that are coming out here, okay, and I push it the other direction, you're going to see a really dramatic one, okay? Because what's happening is the curl direction is going one way. So there's an example of a fish hook, and it doesn't look attractive, okay? It's when the hair will curl and the end kind of does something else. So most commonly this comes from when people are taking the iron all the way down to the ends like this and then rolling them up. And I'm going to try to see if you can see this. So when they roll it up, this is my little ends right here, you see it? They roll it against this hair and it flattens in the wrong direction. So when we're curling up, so you shouldn't be curling like this, but this is probably the most common reason that this happens. Okay, see it right there? It's really ugly. Yeah, okay. So this happens when the curl's going one direction and then something funny happens with the end and it's either going straight like this one, sorry, I'm blocking it, here, or completely the opposite direction. So the way to prevent fish hooks is making sure that the ends are nicely in your curl. So we also start by doing the curl properly, which is starting at the mid lengths. Even if you're not going to go high up with the curl, which I'm not going to do, is not leaving this out and then wrapping it up, but holding on to your ends and trying to go as low as possible. So you can see that this does a curl and then it's no fish hook. It's continued all the way through, okay? Another way to do this when you're wrapping it like a wand. So even if I am wrapping, I'm making sure that these ends, I don't just hold them up like this, but actually lay them as long as I can. So I'm at the very, very tip here with my nails and I'm holding on to the iron. Okay, if you need to close your thing, you can close it. So I'm not lifting it out like this. I'm trying to lay it against the iron. That way, all the way up until the very bits, I'm trying to keep it on. Some people will even use a glove. There's a kind of methods for preventing fish hooks like this one right here. So just making sure that you really hold those ends all the way to the barrel, or if you're wrapping, just really scooting that iron up as much as possible. And if it sits out at all a little bit, don't wind it up against the hair, keep it on the outside and see if with your glove if you can lay it down. So make sure you don't roll it up into itself. Okay, hope that helps for an explanation of fish hooks.